Hi YouTube, my name is Jessica and today is Talk Through Tuesday. So basically what I'm going to be doing is on Tuesdays I'm going to be giving either reviews of different products, generally clean brand, kind of like a tutorial just on like a basic kind of makeup look. So today I'm actually going to be reviewing a product, Ilia, and this is in the shade 2C. That's what it looks like. Comes in a sort of cream stick form. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand. For those of you that don't know, Ilia is a really good brand. I really like their skin tint. It has SPF 40 in it. It's kind of more of like a lighter coverage. I have a feeling that this stick is going to be a little bit of a fuller coverage or medium coverage. For those of you that don't know, Ilia is a clean brand, skincare in their products, which I kind of mentioned earlier. Something I really like about Ilia as well is that they prioritize the use of recycling their packaging, which I think is a huge thing in the cosmetic industry. So I think that's really awesome. Generally, I would recommend using a brush with this. Creams don't tend to blend out well with sponges. I just think it kind of picks up too much of the product. So either a brush or your fingers. Obviously, if you're using your fingers, you want to wash your hands. Make sure you're not putting bacteria on your skin because that's just going to cause more breakouts. And for today's purposes, I'm going to be just going directly on the skin with the stick and then blending it out with a brush. I kind of start in the middle of my face. And, oh wow. Just gonna do a couple stripes. Okay. And generally I would say that this is a pretty good color for me. You can see that it is reducing some of the redness in my skin, and I'm just kind of going over some of the makeup that I had on today, but it really wasn't too much. Okay, so that's usually how much I would apply. The product itself feels pretty tacky, not sticky, but definitely a thicker sort of cream. I'm just gonna take this little flat brush here and I'm just gonna kind of blend it out, see how this goes. Already I can kind of see it's accentuating some of my texture on my skin, which, you know, generally is pretty normal, but we'll see how it lays on the skin. So I'm just gonna blend this out. And again, I think the color for me is perfect. And it seems to be blending out pretty well. I don't have too many issues with blending or like any kind of streaks that it's leaving behind, which is nice. So it's pretty creamy despite the fact that it feels a little bit more stiff I can't talk, when initially applied. So yeah, I would say it's definitely doing more coverage than their skin tint, but it doesn't feel heavy. And honestly, like as it's blending out, I do quite like the appearance of it. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more on this side. So you just kind of twist it up, apply as needed. Something I like about Ilia is that they have products that are buildable, and so you don't have to start out with a crazy amount, but you can really get this nice coverage. And I find it's good for like an everyday look, or if you're not super used to wearing makeup. I don't know what it is, but this side just doesn't want to brighten. So we're just gonna go in a little bit more on this side. So yeah, I would say like in terms of coverage, it's definitely more coverage than the skin tint, but it's still kind of on the lighter end, depending on how you feel about that. That can be really good for like an everyday. If you're looking to really get something more out of it, I probably don't recommend it, but overall, I think it's really like smoothing out my skin, and as I said, it doesn't feel like I have much on, which is nice. So, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to really do a full look today, but I am going to just kind of even out the eyelids just to kind of give me some even tone. Okay. And obviously I just put this on, so wearability, I'm not too sure of yet. But as I'm feeling my face, it really does not feel like I have much on my face. You know, so you can kind of press it into the skin if you want. But again, it's actually sitting very nicely. I think when I first put it on, I wasn't too convinced about the texture, but I actually really like this. And I think it's a nice alternative for someone who doesn't want to have a bunch of products. I think you can just put this stick on immediately, and I honestly don't even feel like this needs to be set. I mean, like maybe a little bit of powder, but generally like there's not a ton coming off on my hand. You can see a little bit right there, but I feel like it's staying in place and it doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on. So overall, I do really like it. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it, really. I think I just wasn't sure about the initial application. Something that this mentions is that it is buildable. It has a natural matte formula. I kind of agree with, but my skin gets very dry, so I don't want you to see the word matte and get scared, because I don't feel like it's matte at all, really. It, you know, it looks nice and smooth, but it doesn't feel, you know, like it's clumping onto my pores. So I wanted to mention that this stick retails for $48. They have 42 shades, which I think is actually pretty decent. A lot of undertones, which is another reason I really like this brand. They market themselves as cruelty-free, fragrance-free, clean, long-wearing, and like I said, medium coverage, which again, I think it really depends on what you're looking for out of a product, but I think for an everyday, like, this is really good. So some of the ingredients that it mentions is ceramide peptide complex, which helps firm and strengthen the skin barrier. Can definitely feel that in the texture. They have winged kelp extract, which restores luminosity and helps the skin look more youthful. Generally, I would say that that is true. I think I look a little brighter, I look a little more awake. Butterfly lavender extract, which smooths the look of fine lines and wrinkles. As I said, I think when I first applied it, my skin was a little dried out, so I didn't really see that. But after I blended it with the brush, I definitely do feel like I just look a little smoother. It says it's 12-hour wear. As I said, I haven't worn this out yet, but based on how it feels, I can pretty much guess that it's going to be long-lasting. Yeah, 91% said it doesn't feel like they're wearing makeup, which is exactly what I said earlier. The way that this product is marketed, everything about it, I actually really like. I think it's good if you want something really quick, simple, and you want to support a brand that is kind of more eco-conscious. I think this is definitely a good choice. You're just in a hurry or you don't want to wear too much makeup. I really do like the Ilia complexion stick. I'm really excited to see brands like Ilia propping up, and I think that the fact that they're so eco-conscious, whether it's the ingredients they use, the packaging, all of that to not only benefit your skin but the environment, that's something that I completely stand by. Obviously this video is not sponsored, but like, I definitely think that Ilia is a brand worth checking out if those are things that you care about. I just want to give like my honest reviews on things and show you that there are brands out there that care about these things. That's something that I really want to put my energy into and kind of focus on and share with other people, because I do think that their messages are important. and you don't have to compromise on the look. I think that a lot of these brands really know what they're doing, and I'm excited to see that. I hope you like this video. I know it was kind of short, but again, I'm getting kind of used to uploading more, and I want to just be on a consistent basis, and if there's any suggestions you have for me, just let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and feel free to like, subscribe, comment, check out my social media, follow me, whatever. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you soon. Bye!